What you doing?
Oh, well, we got these like small body Martins in, and I just kind of wanted to get to know them a little bit better because these are some of my favorite models that Martin made. Do you want me to tell you a little bit about them?
I do.
These were considered the first reissues of Martins because they were a nod to the late 1800s.
The early 1800s, 1833.
Really? Well, and at that time, a lot of people like me, who identify like I do, played guitars in the parlor and liked smaller body guitars.
Right.
And also, so these are, I don't know if you know this, but this is a 1965 0021, 1967 or 9, single 016. So
Up next to each other.
up next to each other, can
Yeah.
you spot the difference? I can.
Yeah.
Rosewood, mahogany,
Mm-hmm.
but what I love about these is that they're 12 fret to the body and not a lot of appointments on it. Very, very Minnesota flashy.
Austere.
Modest. But yeah, so I think these are some of my favorite. And a little wider fingerboard. And did you know that these were kind of made to grab some of the folkies? Yeah, not a lot of commercialism, keeping it simple. But what's really cool is the wider fingerboard, 1 7/8. And originally that these were designed so that you could have either nylon or steel string. But I think everybody knows that nylon string, not so much on these. Steel string, oh, you betcha.
But you could.
You could.
If you wanted to, you could.
And you could split the difference and go silk and steels.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what this one has on it, is silk and steels.
Yeah, but when people think of like Judy Collins, she was playing a smaller body guitar, so she was an icon. Although that was a 42 that she played, or 45,
Yeah.
single.
Yeah, I think that was actually a 45, an 045.
Yeah.
But Muddy Waters played one of those.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Steve Howe played one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And he's got some licks.
He's got some licks.
Yeah. So great for fingerstyle.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm a strummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call them bummer strummers.
Bummer strummer.
A little singer-songwriter, little bummer strummer.
Singer-songwriter humor. So this actually came from the daughter of the original owner. And what's cool about this is that she said it was retopped at the factory.
Wow.
So that it just had kind of worn out, the top. The woman that owned this guitar met her husband in Chicago, hanging around the Old Town School of Folk Music, and that's how she met her husband. She was doing folk gigs in and around the Chicago area and played this 1967 guitar. Yeah, and it's just, rosewood, Brazilian rosewood.
Whoa.
Yeah, so all that's 20 grand of wood that's why it's kind of amazing at this price.
Yeah.
But yeah, Muddy Waters, Steve Howe, they played these New York models. But this is kind of cool. I love the story, and that's kind of what I wanted you to look at these. And isn't it funny? We get stuff in groups.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't seen one of these in 2 years, and then in 2 days, 2 land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that we were saying, this is like a 16 series, which doesn't have a lot of appointments. 21 series, same thing, let's keep it simple. But then they added the New York after the nomenclature as a nod.
Yes. Well, and to geek out here,
Yeah.
when Martin came over from Germany, he landed in New York and started a shop there. So the first few Martins were made at this shop in New York for the first couple of years until he bought some land near other Germans in Pennsylvania. So
Again.
the New York Martin, this refers to the reissues, and what you said is right. They're the first reissues.
It's the first reissue. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's play a G chord and send it away.
Yes, G chord to send it away. Ready, everybody? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That was me.